Hey guys, today I wanted to show you an engine that I'm actually very excited to get. This is a C&O h-6 2662 for the C&O. This is one of their last. This was built because they needed power and the diesels weren't ready because most of the RS1s and early diesels at that time had been bought out by the Army. And the C&O didn't get a reservation. So this is a PFM locomotive. I don't know if someone else made it. I think so. I don't know if this is a first or a second run. So they did two runs. One was like 1970, and another run was, I believe, a little bit later. Like it had the kind of like the Kanawha, like the Kanawha box, like the blue with the white lettering. This is first run. I'm gonna clean this up and then I'll just put the box there. So this is the first run, so you can see. Now you can't really see. This run, the label gets very faded, but I could kind of tell that this was the first run just because of the texture. So the PFMs. So the PFMs that have this but have the white lettering, those are after 1976 or 1977. But this is the transition. So this is like the first. If you see a box like looks like this, with that very faded box logo, it usually is because the only way you can really tell if it has brake shoes is if you look at the engine. And here the engine is. Can see. I mean, it's not. Oh, I'll have to fix that. You can see it's a very nice locomotive. Got a cam motor. The drivers are pretty dirty, it looks like. Can't tell if that's a runtime or not. But you can see, like, I'll see. But it's a nice locomotive. It's not a huge locomotive. It has this has a very similar drive system to the Denver and Salt Lake 2660. Here's the tender. It's a nice locomotive. When I get this put, I'm gonna do some lubing on this and put it on the track. Yeah. So now that we have the locomotive on the track, you can see it looks pretty good. The number board right here is a little loose, but that's all. You can always fix that. I mean, so I did some work on the mechanism. There is some loose components, but I could fix that. But this thing had a decent amount of runtime. There was a lot of carbon buildup, so that's just little particles. That's just like particles, like almost. It's like a very thick grease almost. But I cleaned that up. Just put some lube in all of it, and it runs very well. I made a video on a 2660, the Denver and Salt Lake, which is a very similar drive to this one. But when I got that one to work very well. But this one's just as good as that one did with a can motor, and this is completely original. So we'll turn on the power. Sorry about that. So you can hear that old open frame, but you can see. I mean, this Disunited is perfect. I mean, it's a little noisy, but with some time and effort, it'll run just as good as any other articulated. But look but it runs very smoothly. There's not really much if you hear that, it's not really much you can do. I mean, you could probably just do some gear lubing. I don't know, but I'm gonna do some running shots. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I really liked getting this engine. If you have any questions, let me know. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this engine or not. I know someone who wants one. So if you don't see it again, it's gone. If you see it again, I kept it. It's pretty simple. But subscribe if you like the videos. If you don't. Bye.